Very good morning. Today I want to talk about criteria of an adult teacher. An adult teacher leaves a lifelong good impression and impact in his or her student mind. That kind of teacher is a much valued asset to the world of teaching. Without whom and one can imagine a life, in this case, is in the learning instruction. In fact, perfect teachers are as important as our parents. Even in Islam teaching, teachers are to be respected by the community. He or she acts as a guide to the students while not pushing them too much. Such a perfect motivates them and boosts their moral. He or she tries to encourage the student and refrain from criticizing them. The perfect teacher prefers to give positive motivations in his or her students. He or she comments are always constructive in nature. He or she serves as our friends, guide, educator, confidant, and a blend of all the good quality one can possess. Such a teacher shapes the entire life of the students. If everyone in the world gets another teacher, he or she won't have to look back in his or her life ever. In my opinion, an adult teacher should have at least 5 basic criteria. Number 1, an adult teacher must be a problem solver. Students have a tendency to assume that their teacher will come up with a solution for all their problems. This is the toughest test of a teacher-student relationship. Teachers are largely responsible to solve the problems of their pupil without expecting anything in return. It is the main yardstick of being an adult teacher. Number 2, an adult teacher must understand student psychology. It is very important for a teacher to understand the psychology of his or her students. Every student is different from the others and will react different to situations. All students cannot be equated and therefore need individual attentions. An adult teacher knows where the student lack and what their requirements are. He or she never fails to comprehend the need of students and try his or her level best to fulfill them. Number 3, an adult teacher must an ideal for students. An adult teacher leaves a lifelong impression on his or her students and impact their mind in a positive way. She is a much valued asset, without whom and can't imagine a life. In fact, perfect teachers are as important as our parents. Not even a single day of our life will seem to be complete without them. They are the ones whom the students can idolize and look up to. Number 4, an adult teacher must be a good guide. Children of a certain age trust their teachers even more than their parents. Therefore, it is the responsibility of an adult teacher to guide the students like his or her own child. Such a teacher shows students the right path under all circumstances and never shy away from his or her duties. In fact, he or she is always there by the student's side of the time of need. Number 5, an adult teacher must be a good motivator. An adult teacher never lets the limitation of his or her students restrict their visions. He or she constantly motivates them to reach ahead and broaden this horizon. A teacher should encourage and inspire his or her people to think beyond the confines and help them realize their talents as well as the need to pursue them with elegance. In my conclusions to the adult teacher that I want to share with you is that they are the one who usually students remember, care, respect and love and be friends too. An adult teacher is also an asset to the community surrounding him or her. The teaching institutions will become more recognized and respect because of their attitude and contributions. And last but not least, an adult teacher charismatic is also can be transformed to their pupil which only mean can bring to a bright future for the country, health, wealth and prosperity. Thank you.